There was a man I knew, and we still keep in touch. But when I would message him more frequently, oftentimes he would ask me for advice on girls, because apparently I'm just a stud. This video isn't about dating. This video is about a deeper concept, and I'll get into it. But I'm going to use this scenario, this framework, to lean into it. He would always ask me about how to message certain girls, how to talk to them, how to handle certain conversations, certain scenarios he'd give me and be like, how would you handle this? Here's how I would handle it. What do you think? He would message me things like this, or sometimes he would ask it of me on voice calls. And my response, more often than not, would always be try it. Give it a whirl. And he would always ask me why. And I would always say to him, because how I play this game is not necessarily how you would play this game. I don't want you to be a second-rate Christopher Strobach. I want you to be a first-rate who you are. I won't say his name. And it finally clicked for him that he was trying to be a second me instead of him. And the point behind my piece of advice that I would always give him, try it, is that we oftentimes, we always ask for advice, or we speak our thoughts out loud to somebody who will interpret them and give their opinion and all that sort of stuff, because we're looking for approval. We're looking for, yes, this is a good idea, this is a great idea, go start that business, go talk to that girl, go do this, go do that, or no, that's a terrible idea, that won't work. We're looking for an answer before we even attempt to do the thing. And that closes so many doors in your life, you have no idea. I will stick with the dating example just because I feel like it's the easiest to understand. If there's a special someone that you want to ask out, you don't just walk up to them and ask them, hey, you want to grab coffee sometime? Hey, do you want to go hang out outside of the gym sometime? Do you want to hit a workout together? I'm using gym examples because I'm a gym rat. More often than not, what will happen? You'll go and ask your friends, hey, do you think this person likes me? Have you heard anything? Do they like me back? Do they talk about me? Do you know anything about them? Are they single? Are they not? You try to get all this information so that you can conjure up the perfect excuse to not do it. That's what you're really doing. You are putting off just deciding not to. You're looking for a reason not to face any level of fear or pressure or confrontation or whatever. It's the same thing with starting a business. So many people are like, hey, I've got this business idea. What do you think? And they're asking, what do you think? Because they want the other person to say, yeah, I wouldn't do that. That market's oversaturated. No, you can't get into YouTube at this point, especially the self-improvement space. There's so many people in there. And so you give up before you even make the attempt. If you go and talk to the special someone and they happen to have somebody in their life already, or they just aren't interested and they say no and they reject you, guess what? You're fine. You're still alive. Except now you know the answer. And you won't live with regret or thinking, what if? And the same thing goes for business. You'll start that business. It'll either do fantastic and you'll never work a day in your life again for anybody else. You will write your own schedule. Yes, you will be under far more pressure than any job you could ever work, believe me. But you will be your own boss. Or it will flop. The idea didn't work. And now, guess what? You know. You have your answer because you tried it. So many people don't try it because they're afraid of failing. And not necessarily failure itself. They're afraid of what certain people are going to think of them if they fail. A lot of people don't start that business because they're afraid of what their family's going to say to them at Thanksgiving dinner. Hey, how's that business doing? Oh, you're not making any money and you quit your job? Wow. That was some decision. I could have seen that coming from a mile away. They're afraid of that. Guys are so afraid of a girl saying no to their advances that they don't even talk to the chick to begin with. So they don't even know whether or not that was their future wife. And they live with that regret. They can't stand the possibility of, yeah, I've got a boyfriend. It's so gut-wrenching to them that they don't even try. There are more examples in this life of things that we don't do because we're afraid of the failure side of things. But the only thing that I ask you to do is picture it in a frame of what if it works. Then what? Now you've met the love of your life. Now you are your own boss. You run your own business. Now you're in the best shape of your life. Now all the doors are open because you try. It's an old maxim that you fail your way to success. But so many people have stopped failing. They're afraid to try, and so they never try, which means they never fail, which means they never succeed. Do you understand? I hope you do. My name is Christopher Strobach. I get on here and I rant about anecdotal mindsets I happen to have or lessons that I've learned in my life because I feel that they are useful to people. If you found any value in anything that I said, the only thing that I ask is that you use it. If you want to connect with me, talk to me, berate me for my own mindset and opinions, by all means, I am open to that invitation. There is a Discord server, top link in the description. Other than that, get after it, kick some ass, and I will see you next time. That little head bob was a burp.